There's now over 300 families living in land trust housing, and that really encompasses a lot of different kinds of housing. We have folks living all the way from in shelter. We have single-room occupancy. We have the very affordable rentals. We have housing cooperatives. We have affordable condominiums scattered throughout the city and county, affordable single-family homes.
I'm real pleased that the Burlington Community Land Trust today is one of the largest, probably the second largest owner of residential property in the city.
The Land Trust's first focus is the revitalization of Burlington's Old North End, an old working class neighborhood, and we've concentrated on buying multifamily buildings and rehabbing them, repairing them, making the rents affordable through a variety of grants and financing, and then managing them.
Over the years, the Land Trust has branched out from its initial role as a housing developer in the Old North End to include other kinds of community development, creating a neighborhood park, cleaning up and developing former dump sites and blighted properties, and providing homes to several nonprofit community facilities, including the Food Shelf, a meals program for the homeless, Vermont Legal Aid, and the Technology Center, which provides free and affordable computer training for local residents. These agencies either rent facilities from the Land Trust or own their own buildings on land leased from the Land Trust.
There's a sense in the community, I hear bankers saying this, hear people in the chamber saying this, that you can see a difference in the Old North End because of the Burlington Community Land Trust, and we're very proud of that.
Outside of the Old North End, the Land Trust has done other kinds of development as well, including single-family homes in the suburbs and rural areas on the outskirts of Burlington, and even condominiums right on the spectacular Lake Champlain waterfront.
And right next door to that building, recently were developed condominiums that are selling for up to $300,000, or sell all for under $100,000.
The Burlington Community Land Trust offers another option. Over a dozen housing co-ops where residents jointly own their own buildings with other co-op members.
The Flint Avenue Co-op was the first big new construction co-op. It's mixed income from very low income with rental subsidy all the way up to market. It's a very successful co-op in terms of the folks managing themselves and managing their management company. It's like a flagship co-op.
Oh, it reduced the cost of housing. The Land Trust owns the land, and the cost to the people that are using the housing is reduced considerably.
Well, I have here a two-bedroom apartment, and I have a little backyard, which is really very nice because you can get, in a small place, you still can grow flowers and also some tomatoes and so on.
I have a two-bedroom very similar to what Crystal has. She has one more window than I do.
Because I walk straight.
Essentially, we were not supposed to succeed because we were dealing with welfare mothers, we were dealing with single moms, we were dealing with quote-unquote moderate and low-income people. And those people are not supposed to know how to run things. And we're successful. The Land Trust came into this rather quietly and is still quietly involved in that they own the land and we sit on the land. And in a sense, there's kind of a very silent partner. And they watch out and look at us and don't let us get too foolish and that kind of stuff. And that's a help.
Another co-op the Land Trust developed is the Rose Street Artist Co-op, which is located in what used to be the National Biscuit Company. The first of its kind in Vermont, the former bakery now provides live-work space for 12 very low-income artists.
For the first time, I've been able to combine my living and my workspace in one, and I really love not commuting. Because what I do is so independent and so alone, it's nice to know that there is community around me, and it's something that I was lacking.
For some low-income residents, buying into a Land Trust co-op can be the first step into home ownership. It gives them an economic boost so that later they can buy a single-family home through the Land Trust as well. Today, the Land Trust is developing a new co-op right across from City Hall, restoring the old Hotel Vermont into a mixed development that will have very high-priced condominiums on the corner and 27 units of affordable cooperative housing in the center of the block.
We hope by having a cooperative right in downtown, in the downtown of Vermont's biggest city, that we can better show off the model to spread it around the state.
We've supported the Land Trust in a number of ways. Initially, we gave a seed grant of a couple $100,000 for the Land Trust. We've invested our employees' retirement funds in the Land Trust. We've targeted the Land Trust as the primary recipient of federal monies that flow through the city. We have worked in partnership with the Land Trust to secure monies from the state's Housing Conservation Trust Fund. We've also have taxed our residents. They have agreed to tax themselves. There's a penny on the tax rate in this city which supports affordable housing initiative, and much of that money flows through the Land Trust.
We're old enough to have had a number of resales, and we've seen it really work. I think this is the most elegant contribution that the Community Land Trust makes to affordable housing, and most unique. The second time around, we don't need any additional government subsidy, and we typically serve a lower income family. We're doing that at the same time that the seller is taking equity with them, and has, of course, in that interim period, had all the tax benefits and all the security that homeownership offers.
Housing is not something that should be traded and sold as stocks or gold or pork bellies, but it should be treated differently. So it's a very conscious statement of public policy. We have attempted to decommodify the housing stock. So rather than government doing all the thinking, people who own their own homes, many of them for the first time, are true stakeholders and have some control over their destiny.